The podcast you're about to hear was made with Anchor. Make your own podcast for free at anchor.fm.
Hey everyone, my name is Jaren. I go by JR on the internet, and I've done a lot of different things in the past. I've had many blogs. I still kind of have a live stream on Twitch, Mixer, YouTube. I have a few videos on YouTube, but I heard about this Anchor app, and I was looking for podcasting apps actually to use on my phone, and I came across this, and so I figured to give it a try. You know, I have enough experience with content creation, and so here this is. So a little bit about myself. I am a traditional hacker by all traditional sense of the word. If you go to Eric Raymond's site, he talks about what it is to be a hacker in the true sense of the word, not in the mediatized sense of the word. Mediatized? I don't know if that's even a word. Yeah, a tinkerer, someone who loves to tinker and look inside things and make things work, and that's my core, the essence of my core. And I work in a large tech company that I won't disclose because I don't know if I'm even allowed to in public media. And I love the program. I do that in my free time even. And yeah, it's everything about it. I'm a Linux user, 100% Linux user. Don't use anything else. I guess you can count my phone as Android as not being totally Linux, but it's Linux. It's close enough. And at work I use a Chromebook, so you know that's close enough as well. But yeah, so this podcast is going to be basically tech related because that's my passion. That's what I've always been into. I started getting into tech when I was in the 3rd grade, and I made my first website, and it was terrible, and it was ugly, and it was on GeoCities, but it was in the 3rd grade, and I was pretty happy with what I was able to do for free on the internet, and that's kind of what whet my palate. And ever since then I was completely consumed in tech. When I was in my early teenage years, I was given an old server computer from a company, and it was in pieces and it was broken. And basically, they said, like, if you can fix this, it's yours. And that's what I used for many years. I used this old server as my computer in my bedroom, which is kind of silly. I had a Windows 3.1 computer that I actually took and I put DOS on it, and it only ran, well, it was FreeDOS. It only ran FreeDOS for a while. Again, ridiculous. But that's kind of like where I was and where I came from. And then it was like probably around 2005, I tested out my first test of Linux. I bought a book. I bought a book about Linux. I heard about Linux and I bought a book about it, and it came with a live CD of SUSE Linux. And that was the first thing I ever used Linux back in like 2005 to 2006. As of 2011, I've only used Linux 110%. That's all I use on my desktop computers, on my laptops. I don't even bother touching anything else. I uninstall Windows if it's on it. I will never buy a Mac because I just, one, it's expensive, and two, I don't think it's really worth it. For my own maybe personal reasons, my own selfish reasons, I like to tinker. So, and Linux is made to tinker. It was built by hackers and tinkerers, and so it's much more conducive to that. Yeah, I've been programming on and off since high school. Back in 2006, 2005, I guess I started. Yeah, 2005, I think I started actually programming. I started learning C++ around then. Learned Java, and I went to college. I actually didn't graduate college with a degree in computers. I actually graduated with a degree in political science. Looking back on that, it's probably foolish of me, because I would probably be much better off with a computer degree, but that's not what I went with. And so here I am, in the tech industry, with a deep passion for technology and not actually a degree in it. But I don't think you have to have a degree in it. I don't think you have to go to college to be good at technology. You just have to be good at technology. But since college, I've taught myself JavaScript, taught myself Python, a little bit of Ruby, just whatever I feel like learning that day. Currently, I am working on learning the C language. And what I found is once you understand programming at its core, you really can learn any language. They're all very similar. They have their little nuances here and there, and after that, it's just kind of...
The podcast you just heard was recorded with Anchor. If you want to make your own, download the Android or iOS app completely free from anchor.fm/podcast. That's anchor.fm/podcast.